stick out. Alright guys, let's get this on. Let's get this on. It is getting gusty and windy out. But I just want to fly my plane. I want to fly my plane. Let's plug it in. Ooh. Throttle cut on. It's starting to get a little dark. I'm on my second to last battery here. Okay guys, Eflite Ultra Stick. This is flight number 6. I got 7 batteries left. Let's do it. Let's keep it close. It's way out there. Let's get it back. Apologize guys. Try to keep this one close all the passes. Anyone considering this plane, guys, just do it. You won't regret it. The power is smooth. It's not abrupt. It is very, very nice pull to it, torquey. You may notice it bobbing around. That's not the plane's fault. It's not the most ideal day to fly. This park was never the most ideal place to fly. I call it the bowl for a reason. It does some weird stuff around here. Whew. Fly one time in the sun to see the silhouette. There you go. See the way the wind's blowing there? It's weird. This place is so weird to fly in. Coming in, coming in. Ha ha ha. Nice. Give it a little rudder there. A little more rudder. Look at that. Love these easy lights. I'm loving this mitt. Some things to consider, guys. It's pretty cool. There's a ramp up, it feels like, when I'm giving it throttle. I mean, it's coming in pretty nice, pretty proportional to what I'm giving it. But you know, physics and all, you gotta give that propeller a chance to spool up, right? I do notice it stops when I shut that throttle off. It's hardly spinning, see? Look at that propeller. Now I'm forced to put it on. Wind's gusty. It's having a hard time making out the orientation of the plane. Oh! I snapped that? Yup, I did. Yup, I did. Oh. Yep. It's a good thing I got a spare. Hey. Whew. And that is the end of that. Alright guys, so whew, at a rough time with the gust there, and it actually snapped off one of my stays, so it's a good thing I have a spare one, because when you're landing with this thing, you don't want it to like rub on this particular plane. Maybe you could get away with the I think you could get away with the other planes like the erratics. I fly that one without the gear on. But this one, I don't want the ESC, which is on the bottom, situated on the bottom, and the battery, and the receiver is just above the frame here. So it's a good thing the stay was here. Sacrificial lamb. Now I know what breaks. Okay, and it's cold. This thing just like literally like snapped off so easy. So I have one already. I'm gonna put that one on. I'm gonna keep this one on here. They're interchangeable, so I'm gonna keep this gear right here. Just replace this one, and I have a spare. I'm gonna order one more because now I see what snaps off is this thing right here. Okay, so There you go, man. This is the stuff that breaks. All right, that's it. RC hobbies and more. Every day is a gift. Hope you guys learn, maybe order a spare one here so it doesn't ruin your flight day. And thanks for watching. Okay.
Hey guys,
Take care, everyone.
this is
Thanks
a
for watching.
debrief on my flights that I've had with the Eflite Slow Ultra Stick. What a great plane. Overall, just gotta tell you guys, this thing is just really, really awesome. Some things I want to make some notes for people. You may have seen in the last flight, I had a gust of wind come in at an unfortunate moment, and for some reason I lost all of my control at the end. I tried to give it some elevator, and maybe I stalled or something, but the plane started to fall, and it took a hard landing. Not really, but the plane took it well. I did see on the video that this actually touched the ground, but there's like no damage to the wing. This is what broke. This guy right here, it broke right about here. I had the actual strut that broke. It's right here in the bag, keeping everything. By coincidence, I went ahead and bought some spare parts, and this one here is the Eflite landing gear kit for the Slow Ultra Stick. So in anticipation of me being pretty hard on the landing gear, I bought this kit not knowing I would need it so soon. But let me take it out here for you. This is the one that actually broke. So it broke right there. And see, it broke like right where it just about meets the support structure. Okay, so it broke right about there. And what I had to do was I actually had to take a small, tiny little screwdriver and pull this back a little bit, because there's a little notch right there that's going to engage the strut and keep you from pulling it out. So if you ever break this, which happens to everyone, you're going to have to take a tiny little screwdriver and push this a little bit away from that strut, and then you can easily pull it out or push it out, however works for you. It's going to be easy once you peel this back a little bit with tiny little straight edge screwdriver. Okay, so that's one lesson that I've learned, that these things can be susceptible to breaking, and it still really wasn't that hard of a landing, but it's I'm glad that it was there and this broke instead of allowing hard contact with the ground. Everything else is fine. This thing's way overbuilt. So this snapped. I'd highly recommend that maybe you pick up 1 or 2 spare landing gear kits. It comes with the tiny little rear wheel over there as well. So more than worth it. Oh, by the way, this motor mount, this angle that you'll notice is normal. First I was like, what is that? Is that supposed to be that way? And yes, it is. It's actually has in small white letters on top, it'll say top on there. But it is meant to be angled a little bit, like, well, when it's sitting here, it's actually like level. Okay, but you'll notice it angled down in orientation compared to the frame. This frame is a piece of aluminum. It's pretty funny. There's only 2 machine screws that'll hold in this fuselage to the rear boom. I just wound up centering everything here. Honestly, I don't know if I'm ever gonna put a second servo in here to allow for
different controls. I don't know. I ordered up the kit, and the kit is available. The servo looks like it's back ordered. I'm in no rush because this thing's flying great. So I'll just debate whether I'll actually do that or not. I'm flying just 2200 batteries, guys. 3S 2200 30Cs, and my batteries wind up coming in like, I put the furry side of the Velcro here. There's a bristly side underneath that's supplied by Eflite. It's right underneath this this battery tray right here, and can't really see it in the video probably, but it's bristly. So put the furry side underneath your batteries here. My orientation winds up to be like this, and I take this end for me, and it's just a hair before touching this assembly here, and I could flare easy and everything. It just feels great to fly the plane that way. So not sure, you know, I've seen other guys like they butt it up to the front. I'm flying when it's windy, and it doesn't seem to be having any issues with cutting through the wind. It's got plenty of power. It's got a pretty big motor on it. And my CG winds up to be that it's just near perfect, just maybe a tad heavy, but you can't really notice it. It's just about perfect, like just a hair before touching this assembly, you know. So winds up to be like just a hair before this assembly right here, this battery right here. So your mileage may vary, I guess. So that works out for me. Again, those are Spectrum 3S 2200 30C packs. What can I tell you? This plane leaves me very impressed. I could see flying this thing a lot. It's a ton of fun. It's not overly too big, so it fits in the back of my truck just fine. My SUV takes it just fine, and I put easy lights here, so I put these Velcro here. I put one right in the middle, and another one on the equal side of the other wing. So yeah, guys, if you're on the fence about this, don't be. It's great. And look at that aluminum. Look at this aluminum fuselage here. Everything's so nice and neat. You got your receiver right here on top. Your ESC right here, just waiting to be plugged in to the battery of your choice right here. This is great. The controls here are beautiful. I turned it on and just put them on with minimal adjustments. Everything wound up to be centered. It's not centered right now, obviously, but everything's centered just right. The elevator too, and the rudder, I mean, just everything worked out great. So I want to do this debrief so you guys could get an idea of the plane. I've flown it a bunch of times. I haven't posted all of my flights online from day 2. I did from day 1, but as you know now, yeah, on my last flight of day 2, a gust of wind came and gave me a little bit of a rough landing. I wound up breaking this landing gear right there. So by coincidence, I did order a landing gear kit from Horizon Hobby. That came in basically the very next day after I got the plane, and you know, I hadn't broken anything yet. Little did I know how soon I would need it. So it's nice right now. I got one more left because I only replaced the one that was broken, and I actually ordered a couple more because if I ever have more rough landings, which you will, you know, it's nature of the hobby. Might as well have some spare sitting around, and then you're not worrying so much, and then you already know how to replace this.
I would not really want to belly land this thing because there's really no belly on it. You just have the frame itself, and then the motor and everything too will be exposed pretty badly to, and the prop exposed pretty badly to your landing, you know, the impacts and dirt and all that. So these are really a lot more functional than on other planes. So I would get spare landing gear, guys. That's one of the main things, takeaways that I'd like you to get if you're planning to get this plane. It became very evident to me that these things are going to be taking the beating, and they're going to be the thing to break on the rough landing. I'd rather they break instead of the ESC touching or the motor touching, right? Or even the assembly being subjected to direct impact. This thing's got some give and some break to it, so it'll sacrifice itself to take the impact, and that's the way I'd rather have it. So that's it for now. RC hobbies and more. Every day is a gift. Hope this helped. Take care and thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.